Women in Bayelsa State are protesting the non-implementation of the 35% affirmative action for female political aspirants. Correspondent Doris Agunedu reports.
To draw attention to the non-implementation of the 35% affirmative action promised them by the party leaders, the women carried placards saying, "Give us our rights." Spokesperson for the women and female political aspirant for Nembe Brass constituency, Lady Josephine Betty-Spieth, told newsmen that only one woman candidate was allowed to scale through the party primaries in Bayelsa State. She said PDP Bayelsa State women are not satisfied with the situation where only one female aspirant was chosen to run for elective office. Lady Josephine Betty-Spieth appealed to leaders of the party to redress the injustice by fully implementing the 35% affirmative action promise made to Women for Change initiative.
Therefore, asking for the full implementation of the 35% affirmative action across the board, both in elective and appointed positions, as it is done in other countries that have heeded to the practice of greater women participation in governance. We crave the indulgence of the National Executive of PDP, led by the acting national chairman, the board of trustees, and the honorable members of our great party to rise to this challenge of redressing the injustice done to the PDP women in Bayelsa State.
Some of the female aspirants in Bayelsa State who resigned their political appointment to contest for elective positions but asked to step down during the PDP primaries have been given back their jobs. Other female political aspirants who did not make it and blamed the men for not giving them equal opportunity have agreed to take their case to Women for Change initiative. From Yenegwa, the Bayelsa State capital, Doris Agundu.
To resolve one of the major challenges of the Niger Delta region, the rehabilitation and reintegration of those who are engaged in militancy, has again been advocated. Former Special Advisor to the President on Niger Delta Matters, Timi Alaibe, gave the indication while handing over to his successor, Kingsley Kuku. Isaac Ukuba witnessed the brief handing over ceremony in our reports.
Addressing officials at the Amnesty Office, Timi Alaibe, who resigned to pursue his political ambition, said the appointment of Kingsley Kuku is a step in the right direction, as he has been on the Amnesty program team from the onset.
The foundation has been laid during my time, and what remains is for the implementation of the program.
He said out of the 20,192 ex-militants documented in the Amnesty program, 13,043 have been rehabilitated between June and December 2010 in 11 batches in Nigeria, Ghana and South Africa, with 6,166 others on the waiting list for various training programs. Kingsley Kuku, on his part, puts in perspective his top priority as he assumes office.
I will also struggle to ensure that we are successful about the 6,166 ex-militants we inherited. We will document, demobilize, and reintegrate them.
Till his appointment, he was a member of the Presidential Committee on Amnesty. In Abuja, Isaac Nkuma.
The Peace and Reconciliation Committee, inaugurated by the government of Bayelsa State, has appealed for cooperation from all stakeholders to enable it achieve its objective. Chairman of the committee, Senator John Brian Baifa, made the appeal at a press briefing in Yenogwa. Correspondent Ola Officer reports.
The Reconciliation Committee was inaugurated by Governor Timi Preseba on the 3rd of March this year against a backdrop of several serious cases of intercommunal strife, unhealthy political rivalry, and sundry challenges that threatens development in the state. The 12-man committee has notable Bayelsans, including former Secretary to the State Government, Mrs. Valerie Ketebu, Chief Alex Ekwiteme, among others. The committee, after inauguration, has held several meetings, consultations, and dialogues with stakeholders and senior citizens. Chairman of the committee, Senator John Brian Baifa, in his address, reiterated its commitment to achieve true reconciliation in spite of existing conflicts. He said political and communal conflicts in Bayelsa State will soon be over as the committee is adopting a credible mechanism to achieve its set goal.
For the realization of this goal, the committee wishes to appeal to all stakeholders in the Bayelsa project, namely the government, individuals, groups, and political parties in the state to genuinely open up their hearts for dialogue.
Senator John Brambaifa urged all well-meaning Bayelsans to embrace peace and support the state government to work for its rapid development. In Yoruba, Ola Officer.
Bayelsa State Government declared public holiday to allow the series of celebrations marking President Goodluck Jonathan's victory at the polls. Doris Agwenedo reports.
Goodluck Jonathan as winner of the presidential election by INEC chairman triggered off a series of jubilation and celebrations. Today it's been observed as a public holiday in Bayelsa State because of the celebrations. Various groups of Bayelsans organized victory rallies and special prayer sessions to thank God and the people for the electoral success. The celebration galore featured roadwork and parade by men and women from the president's hometown, Otweke and Obia, dressed in traditional regalia and uniforms.
We are appreciating God for what he has done.
Members of the Bayelsa State branch of the New Nigeria Initiative, one of Jonathan Sambo's support groups, during the electioneering marched through the streets in a show of solidarity and gratitude. From Peace Park in Yenagua, Doris Agwenedo.
Bayelsa elders and opinion leaders have commended the People's Democratic Party for making the internal democratic process prevail in the determination of the party's candidates. The spokesman of the group, Colonel Sam Inokoba, gave the commendation while addressing newsmen in Abuja. Colonel Inokoba said the Bayelsa elders and opinion leaders respect the decision of the people of the state and the party on the choice of candidates that will vie for the gubernatorial primaries. The group added that it is time for the people of the state to determine who governs them at all levels in a credible election.
A thorough internal democratic process in the determination of their candidate. No longer should any candidate be it a governor, senator, House of Representative, member, or local government chairman, be selected to run by any godfather, clique, or pressure group. They must all go through the internal democratic process of the party, namely the screening panel, the appeal panel, and then the final approval by the National Working Committee.
They advised politicians to focus on issues and desist from lobbying for candidates ahead of the election in the state.
For primary elections, it's very clear in stating that only aspirants whose appeal of the gubernatorial screening appeal panel has upheld shall be qualified to participate in the primary elections.
News nationwide is Port Harcourt Network Center. Reports from that zone include Bayelsa State prays for peace, Honorable Dickson declares for Bayelsa governorship race, and a focus on mental illness. Mina gives us an insight into these reports. Hello, Mina.
Hello, Sheung. Thank you and welcome to Port Harcourt. I am Mina Daniel Sonime. The governor of Bayelsa State, Timmy Priye Silva, has dedicated the state to the Almighty God. The dedication service was part of a special interdenominational prayers and fasting program organized by the state government and Association of Local Governments of Nigeria, ALGAN. Correspondent Doris Agwenedo, who was at the Peace Park venue of the special prayers, now completes the story.
The special interdenominational service was organized against the backdrop of the political situation in the states. Since INEC's announcement of February as the date for the gubernatorial election and 19th as the date for the nomination of PDP candidates, its several high-profile persons had indicated their intention and the political climate is charged. A cleric, Pastor Israel Aibako, in his ministration enjoined Bayelsans to seek the face of God to attract lasting peace.
For peace to emerge, must have to follow the way of the law. belong to God.
The state governor, Chief Timothy Silva, expressed confidence that God will prosper the state and see it through the period of gubernatorial politics.
The peace and prosperity of our people to you, our God and our Lord, today.
There were prayers for the president, the state, and the governor's second tenure bid. Deputy Governor of the state, Wenere Presevarogu, commissioners, and top government functionaries attended the prayer program. From Yenagoa, Doris Abundu, NTA News.
PDP gubernatorial aspirant in Bayelsa State, Honorable HSDickson, has pledged to restore the state to its last glory in accordance with its founding principles. He started this while declaring his intentions to contest the gubernatorial election for Bayelsa State in 2012 on the platform of the PDP. Correspondent reports.
Mr. Dickson stressed that he is in the race to salvage Bayelsa from the grip of anarchy, insecurity and other vices. He promised a government that will be transparent and accountable to the people and assured that his administration will bring irreversible development to the state.
Today I announce for you all that I am reported for duty for country at the age of 19. I stand before you all, my brothers and sisters, to announce for you that I am reporting for duty again. Our politics is of serving. And now you have here spoken of his undoubted and the law. And I'm here to say that I'm going to restore Bayelsa State to its true glory.
Mr. Dickson promised to bring about reconciliation, peace and hope to the people, as well as comprehensive reforms in all sectors of the economy. He also promised that security of lives and property in the state will be taken seriously.
I will interact with you and know more about your problems, know more about your visions, know more about your ideas for moving your own government forward. For the civil service and the local government system and service delivery will ensure in all parts of our public service. I make a pledge to you that I will work for your survival and the sustenance of the young nation of Bayelsa State.
Present at the declaration was a array of dignitaries including pioneer chairman of PDP, Mr. Charles Dogu, and other past chairmen, Fred Agbedi and Chief Rufus Abali, as well as King Amalate J. Turner. In Yenagoa, Samuel Numonengi, NTA News.